Hey there everyone, and welcome to another video here. Today we are going to talk about yet another multi-day runner. This is such exciting times, guys. I am so happy to be giving you guys these videos because there is a ton of opportunity that's happening right now where a ton of people are making money, and it just brings me a lot of joy to see because a lot of people that I've been associating with that have sought me for various reasons are now in positions where they are making money in the market. And it's just really, really fun. It's really, really exciting. And it is really, really a pleasure to spend some time with you. Today, we are going to be looking at SBFM. Like always, guys, make sure you are hitting the like, subscribe, post notification bell so you know when the videos are coming out. And guys, make sure you're sharing this video. What we're doing right now is we are literally giving you guys free content. And we're doing that because of the fact that we know that there's so many people out here that can benefit from being able to analyze charts, analyze data, and we're doing it really on a simplistic basis. We really don't do a whole lot of technical analysis from the perspective of creating too many different things that will create confusion. If you notice, I keep our videos very simple, very basic. Normally keep the videos between 12 to 15 minutes. All these kinds of things are very, very important because what we're looking to do here is ultimately show you guys what it is you should be looking for in a runner, whether it's a multi-day runner or a one-day runner. And then you guys will be equipped because you'll start to notice if you go back through my other videos, you'll start to see that there is a very distinct pattern that is taking place over and over and over again. And what we want to do is we want to capitalize on what's going on in the marketplace right now. So, with all that being said, we are looking at SBFM. If this is the first time you guys are watching one of my videos, we are using the Thinkorswim platform, which is TD Ameritrade. This is one of my staple accounts that I really like to utilize for a good number of reasons. I go through the A to Z on how to use Thinkorswim, so if you have not seen that video, please go back and check that one out as well. All right, now SBFM was a multi-day runner. This thing, as you can see, we're looking at the 5 minute, 5 day. Again, guys, this is one of the key time frames that I tend to look at. We're also going to move it out a little bit, take a look at the other time frame, which is the 30 minute. And as you can see, a few days ago, it was trading as low as $2.23. The high is $12.45. Guys, it doesn't take a mathematician to figure out that 6 times, and that's exciting because that tells us that there's a lot of opportunity to make money here as it goes up as well as when it goes down. We're going to talk about both, guys, okay? So let's go ahead and go here. We'll go back to the 5 minute, 5 day. Now, as you can see, we saw some pretty good action here initially in the pre-market. Sorry about those things, guys. I normally do one take, so if you see something pop up against the screen, my apologies. It's just what it is. So until I figure out how to take those alerts off, so I definitely need to do that. But in the meantime, as you can see in pre-market here, you had the move up. Perfect. Yep. So you had that move up here to the 638. So obviously, or 640 is what I would like to call it. So this would be the first level we would be looking at, the break of the 640. Because what's been happening with these multi-day runners, guys, is that they will break the pre-market high. Okay, that's the first indication. When it breaks the pre-market high, which is the 640 here, as you can see, you get this nice little move. So what we're going to do, we're going to isolate this part first. We can blow it up a little bit. So as you can see, you get this tremendously beautiful candle here going from the open here of 555, you get the high of 640, the low is 555, which was the open. So this thing shot straight up, basically got a point right there. As a general rule, guys, I do not trade pre-market or after hours because there's a ton of opportunity during the regular trading cycle there. So, but if you do, it's fine, and you can see there's a ton of opportunity there. Okay, so as you can see, the 640 break here happens in this candle, and this is at the 945 marker. Now, you can also see here the volume, really good volume on that break. 2.3 million shares traded on the breakout there. Looks like the candle opened at the 616, got to the high of 655, the low was 614. And then boom, you get this next immediate move on the next 5 minutes. Also, as you can see on the breakout here, um, from the pre-market, you get one, two, three, four candles. Guys, same thing as before. If you go back to my other videos, you'll actually see that this pattern continues to happen over and over and over again. Normally when it breaks the pre-market high, you start to see the subsequent green candles after that, okay? So that's very, very exciting, guys, because what that's telling us is that, and this doesn't happen, 100% of the time, because if it did, we would just do this every single time. Everybody would be extremely wealthy. But this is happening enough times for us to recognize the fact that once that pre-market high breaks here, you start to get the subsequent green candles on top of that. So you got, like I said, it happens here. You have one, two, three after that. So you have 15 minutes where this is going basically straight up. Okay. Then, of course, like any other stock that moves at this frantic of a pace, you're going to have a pullback. That's absolutely normal. Now, for the long bias people, this is where you would have the opportunity to make the money in the pre-market breakout, which is here. Goes up here. Now, for people who like to short the stock, we all know that at some point it's going to become exhausted. You see here, you have the first red candle after the 20 minutes or 25 minutes of constant move up. This is an opportunity for some people who like to play the short side to get in here. As you can see, the high there, the candle was 780, 779, I rounded up. But as you can see, the 15 minutes subsequent after that, low gets down to about 694. So for people that wanted a nice quick move on the downside, you could have got yourself basically a point there as well. Or you could have waited it out, and as you can see, you have the movement from left to right, going from the 780 all the way down to approximately 620. Looks like the low is 610. So I mean, you could have got some really good movement there as well. If for the people that like to play the short side. Now let's go ahead and go back again. I want to take a look here because we were looking at this time frame. Let's take a look at this time frame as well, which was the next day. Like I said, the multi-day runner, guys. So as you can see, it hit a high here. So that was a 789. So again, if you missed this play from this day altogether, you say, hey, listen, I was traveling, whatever the case may have been. I missed this. Okay, well, we put it on the watch list because we want to see if it's going to break that previous day high of the 789, which it did, guys. So as you can see, you got the 789 there. You get the breakout here during regular trading day. So as you can see, it kind of hits, it kind of does a, well, it's not really a double because this really was three different points. But as you can see, it gets to the 888 here as well as there. And then it looks like it couldn't break that 890-ish mark, looking for the break of the 9. Okay, so as you can see though, towards the end of the trading day, that's when it happens, and it actually goes berserk. And we're going to isolate this little last part too, from this section here into the high. Okay, so as you can see, let's go ahead and go back one more time, guys. Let's go here. All right, now I'm going to isolate it from this point to this point. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, you get that almost a break there, and then here is where it happens. And this is another thing that we're finding too, guys. Always be cognizant of what happens within the last hour of the trading day. If we see a move like this with this green candle, that's normally an indication that things are going to continue to move into after hours. Now, again, as a general rule, I do not trade after hours, but there are times when the opportunity is just so good you have to take advantage of it. But as a general rule, I normally do not. If it's a normal trading day, you did pretty good. You got a point or two depending on the situation. I normally tend to kind of just watch and analyze what goes on in after hours. But if you take a look here, you get a pretty strong candle. This one opened at the 824. The low of it was the 821. The high was 928. So guys, this right here is a whole point. Okay, so if you missed everything before this point, you saw, oh my goodness, like there's a move. It breaks through this level here. It sure does. And then you get the subsequent green candle there. Okay, so that right there, guys, you get a ton of opportunity. Not to mention, look at the second candle following the breakout. Look at the volume on this, guys. 3 million shares traded, and this is right before the close of the trading day. That also tells me, too, there's a ton of people in this trade at this point. And then subsequently, you see the move up and through after hours. Now, as you can see, it hadn't even broke the 10 mark here. And once it does, it flies through it all the way to the 1245. So guys, these are the things that we need to be watchful of, mindful of, okay? Because there's a ton of opportunity that's out here. Not to mention the fact, like I said, for the people who have a short bias, what happens after that, right? You have their after hours, you have your pre-market high, well, the pre-market from the previous day. As you can see, it never breaks the 1245. That's an indication that things might be ready to turn on the downside. And guess what? It surely does, guys. Look at where it goes. We're in the 12 range here. Drops all the way down, guys. I mean, this is a crazy drop. So for the people who were short bias here, because I do know a few, they made a ton of money on the way down. Okay, now this is more of an advanced trading model there. It's really, really good to, if you're new at this, to really stick to, as stocks go up. But we all know how this works. What things go up must come down. And so it creates tremendous opportunity on both sides, going up as well as going down. So really what you're going to find, guys, as you continue to trade, you're going to figure out what you're really good at. You're going to figure out, okay, I can really see and anticipate what's going on. I can see all of the signals here, and I can play the movement upwards. Or you can see, okay, this thing looks like it's exhausted. Um, it's the indications are telling me that that's the case. I can play this going down. So that's the reason why I want to isolate this particular stock today, because it shows you plenty of opportunity. I mean, you could have got in here initially on the Wednesday. You could have traded here on the Thursday, right? Or you could have even traded on the Friday on the movement down. So three different opportunities where you could have made a tremendous amount of money in a relatively short amount of time. So guys, we're going to go ahead and leave it here for this video. Like always, make sure you're hitting that like, subscribe, post notification bell, because we're going to continue to bring you guys this content, guys. Also, be on the lookout, because I'm starting to get a lot of correspondence through TikTok, through Instagram, also here on YouTube, about one-on-one coaching. We are going to be opening that very, very soon. Obviously, with one-on-one coaching, it's one of those things where you have a time element. So obviously, I'm not going to be able to take on, 100 people at a time. I feel like that would be doing a disservice to myself, as well as to the people who that I am actually coaching. But I will be opening that very, very soon. Again, it's going to be a very, very limited amount of people that I'll be able to take on. But again, it's just one of those kinds of things too. If the timing is good for you, we'll go ahead and we'll definitely talk about it. If it's not, continue to watch the free videos. Continue to immerse yourself in this information and this content. And then, as you move along and you get to certain levels and you want to really take it to the next level, then by all means reach out to me. I am here, and I am more than willing to help. Again, guys, make sure you are hitting the like, subscribe, post notification bell, share out the video, because we're going to keep bringing it to you guys. I want to make sure that we are in a position to be able to do the things that we want to do in life. And I truly believe that this time is no better time to be in the stock market, because this is one of those opportunities that will allow us to go to the next level. Till next time, guys, we will see you in the next video.